Hello students, today we are going to do Python libraries and modules. Let us see what are Python libraries and what are Python modules. What is a library? A Python library is collection of modules and packages which are grouped together so that they perform a particular task or they cater to a specific need. Now say for example, you can have something known as, or we have a library, something known as NumPy, y small. NumPy is a library in which you will find ample of functions which allows you to create arrays. We will learn what are arrays. Arrays is a list. A normal list is not homogeneous, means it can consist different data types. A array is homogeneous, which contains only one type of elements. Maybe it is a number, say integer, or a string, but only one type of. So NumPy allows you to create arrays. It gives you ample of functions for creating them. There is one more library known as tkinter or tkinter. tkinter allows you to create buttons, text boxes, forms, basically Python graphical user interface. What is a matplotlib library? This library allows you to create plots, graphs. So if in your Python file, if you want to create a graph, then we need to import matplotlib. Now let us talk about one Python standard library. This Python standard library is distributed along with the Python interpreter, means it is automatically available in each and every Python code. When I am writing, say here I am creating file1.py, all the methods, all the functions of Python standard library, all the modules are automatically available in any Python file that I will make. One of the module that we use a lot is math. When I say import math, math is available over here. I can use the functions of math. This brings us to the question, what is a module? Say any normal.py, that is a Python file, qualifies as a module. So what can a module contain? Everything that a normal Python file can contain. It can contain a function, so I can create def sum, say a comma b, return a plus b. You can see that file.py has one function, sum. I can add on to this other functions like multiply, division, subtraction, etc. Not only this, I can put a variable, say I put a variable pi equals to 3.14. So now my file1.py is having one function, is having one variable. It can have comments. Okay, it can have a document string or doc string. What is a doc string? A doc string which is written inside a function is written inside 3 double quotes and which says something what the function is doing. It does addition of 2 numbers. Fine. This is a document string. So you can see that a normal Python file which may have imported some other module, which may have a function, which may have a document string, which may have a variable, which may have a comment, qualifies as a module or is said to be a module. So simply a normal Python file is called as a module. Now what is a package? A package and library terms can be interchanged. When you say a package, then package is again collection of different modules, but it has one .py file in it which is empty and is compulsory named as _init underscore. In short, if I am having a folder, a normal folder in my documents, and it is having many py files, Along with those py files, if I put one more py file underscore init underscore, then that whole package, or say that directory, turns into a importable package. In short, what is the difference between a normal directory and a package? A normal directory will have a collection of modules, or say .py files. I have grouped them together and kept it in one folder. It is a normal folder. But if I want a folder or a directory which can be imported in other modules so that I can use all the modules from that folder, then I need to have a underscore init underscore py in it. Let us see an example. Say I'm opening a document folder. Okay. Suppose over here I am having a folder called Zoom. In this Zoom folder, if I assume that I am having a lot of modules, say file1.py, file2.py, and to this I am just adding one more, say underscore init underscore .py, and along with this it is also having, say, file1.py. It is also having few more modules. Assume that they are Python files. This Zoom folder is not a normal folder, but it is considered as a package because it is having an empty init underscore .py in it. File 1 may have some codes, file 2 may have some codes, but when I say underscore init underscore .py is present in it, it means that Zoom becomes an importable folder, and hence in my file I can write import Zoom, and I can use any of this, say file2.py and zoom.file2.py. Zoom is my folder which is importable, or it is a package in which I have file2. No py needs to be mentioned. Now I can use all the functions or whatever is written in a file2. We'll see this through an example. As of now, let us understand what is a package. Package is a folder which has an empty file underscore init underscore .py along with other .py files in it. Okay. Now what are the different ways I can import a module? We have already imported modules like math and random. Math and random are present in the standard library, and hence they are automatically available for every file that we create. All that we have to write is import math module. I want this math module's ceil method to be used. Then I'll write import math and I'll say print math dot ceil 4.5. Let us run and see what is the answer. I get the answer 5, right? Similarly, if I want to generate a random number, I may use import random and I'll write down random and I'll generate a random integer between 4 and 10. I'll run and see 10 because it generates a random integer between 4 and 10 inclusive of 4 and 10. Right? So one way of importing is writing import random or import math. There is one more way you can import it, or say basically you can see there are two more ways you can import it. One is you can write down import random and give an alias. What is an alias? I give it a name. I'll write down that import random but give it a name R. Hence instead of random I'll be writing only R. It works as it is. It will work all fine. Okay, this time it has generated number 9. Now suppose instead of this there is one another way I can write it. I can write it as from random import star. When I say from random import star, it is going to import all the functions which are present in the random module. We'll do this with math. Let us import from math import ceil, floor. Instead of all the functions which are present in math, I have imported only 2 of them. If I want all of them, I'll write star. Each of them are imported and I can just print say. Now whenever I am using from a math, I need not mention the word math. I can directly write the name of the function. Let us run and see this. Okay, I have written an extra dot. Okay, it gives me the answer 5, ceiling value of 4.5. Now if I want only function ceil and only function floor, I can decide, but in that case I cannot use anything else in my Python file apart from these 2 functions because I have imported only these 2 functions. If I am going to write here square root, it is giving me an error because he did not find the function square root because I never imported it. Yeah, I can import even that and it will give me the answer. Okay, now so what are the 2 ways? I can either write the statement import math, but in this kind of statement I will have to write math. I can write import math as m, that is an alias name. Then in that case I have to write m dot ceil, that is calling the functions of math. Second way is to import by saying from math import ceil or math, and then I'll write use ceil and floor without using the word math. Clear? Now why? Why is there difference between both of them? Here we use the name math, here we do not use. That is because of the creation of namespace. Let us understand how a namespace is created. When I am writing import math, a logical namespace or say a area is created which is given the name math. And this math name is given to it, and within this math ceil, floor and all the functions of math are present. So this is a different namespace and this is a different namespace. So if I want to use ceil and floor, I will have to tell him that I have to use the keyword math, telling him that he will find the square root or ceil or floor in a namespace called math because I have imported and written the word import math. Okay, what happens when I write from math import? Now if I am writing from math import star, so everything, or say import only 3 of them, floor and square root. In this case, these 3 functions are copied from the math module and they are written in my file as if they are part of my file1.py. So they basically now belong to file1.py. And hence when I need to call them, I need not write this. I need no separate namespaces created. They are now part of file1.py and hence when I run it, it will give me the direct answer. So you understood the difference. If you are writing import math, then you need to use the namespace name math and then use the functions in math. But if you are writing from math import ceil and floor, they are now part of your file1.py. So you need not mention the name math. You can directly name the functions. Let us have a look of some of the common built-in functions that we have used. They are present in the standard library or the built-in library, which is automatically distributed with the Python, and hence I need not import anything for that. I just have to write the name of the function. There is no dot, there is no from, there is nothing needed. Say I just want to convert 456 into its hexadecimal equivalent. It is OX1C8. So hex, oct, bin will give me binary, integer will convert into an integer value, round, you can see round. How does round work? It will round off the number. Say if it is 456, I want to round it up till 2 decimal numbers. It will give me the rounded off till 2 decimal numbers. What is star join hello? It is a function in which if I am writing, say @ to be used to join a word, say world, then the word world is joined with each other using @. Let us see the output. Okay, sorry, I have not used the word join, which is the function which has to be used, which I forgot to. Sorry for the same. Okay. You can see world, WORLD, the words are separated by @. So join is the function which allows you to join the words given in its parameter with the value which is given over here. If I change it to ###, you can see they are separated by 3 hash signs. There is one more function called split. Split will be used a lot in our next lesson. What will split do? If to which I am giving no parameter and I am writing a sentence, how are you? It will split this sentence. Since I have not given anything as a parameter, if I am not writing anything, it assumes that I want to split it from the empty spaces and put it in a list. So basically it will generate a list. Okay. I have written wrong spelling. Split. Okay. It has converted how are you into 3 elements of a list, assuming that you want to break it from the empty space. Now suppose instead of that I want to break it from O. You can see he has broken it from O. H is 1 and WRU is the second one. O is not included anywhere. Clear? Okay. This is random. We already saw how to import it 2 ways. I have imported it in a normal way, import random. So a namespace called random is created, and hence when I want to use its function random and random integer, I need to use the name. So I'll say random.random. Random will generate any random number between 0.0 and 0.1, inclusive of both of them. Random integer will generate, it takes 2 parameters and any number between this is generated including both of them. Random can be used with 35 minus 15 plus 15. This will work same as this with 15 and 35 included. Clear? Okay. Next is we are going to learn 2 more libraries over here. One library is URL. Let us import URL lib. This is a library which allows us to open a website or get information about a website. Suppose if in my code, in my Python file, I want to open a website and I want to know the information about the website, like say what are its headers, I want to read its HTML code, I want to get its URL. All the information can be received by using URL lib library. Now in this URL lib library, we have a module called request. You can see this is the name of the library, this is the name of the module, and module is having various functions: get code, get URL, read, info, and a variable called headers. We can use this. Let us see, I want to open a website ted.py. Okay, so I will say URL I am going to open, and I will say URL lib. Now this is turning out to be too big, so I can give it a alias name as UR. So URE, and this I will give website. Okay, so name, no clash of names. So instead of URL lib and request, I will use URE dot. It has one method called URL open. So basically URL open is a method which is present in a module called request, and this module is present in a library or a package called URL lib. Now I am able to import URL lib. Why? Because there would be an empty file _init_.py in URL lib directory where request module is present. Let us see, I am opening http://www.ted.com. I have opened the website for TED. Now I want to get different information about it. Say I call it as data is equal to this website's get code. Get code is a method which belongs to web object, so it will give me the code number of TED.com. I want to get HTML. HTML code would be too big, so I'll just read the header part, or I'll get some information about it. Okay, so I will write info equals to the website that I'm opening, its info. It will give me the information about the website. Info and headers give same output, so I'm not using it. Now I'm just printing data that I got about the website, and I'm printing the info that I got about the website. TED.com is the website that I am trying to use. Okay, you can see the data that I have received is 200. This is all the information about my TED.com. It is telling me what is there in this website. Let us understand, when the data is 200, it indicates that all is okay with the website. 301 and 302 means it is redirected. Info is all the information about the website. Might be we may require it later on, just now we don't know. Okay, we'll go to the next module that we are learning. The other module which we are going to learn is web browser. As the name indicates, it allows us to open a website. Okay, now say I have imported web browser. Since I have used the statement import, I will have to use the namespace web browser whenever I want to use any of the method present in the module web browser. Hence, I'll remove this. I'll say web browser dot open. I want to open http www.ted.com. I'm not printing anything, I'm opening a website. Okay, I don't need this 3 words. I'm just opening a website with the method open, which is present in the module web browser. Okay, let us run and see. No output has come, but it has opened in Google TED.com. He has opened it in the web browser, which is the default web browser of my computer. There are other 2 methods. Instead of writing just open, which opens in the current tab, you can write open new. It will open into a new tab. And if you write open underscore new underscore tab, it will open into a new tab. Okay. Now, there is one more thing we can do. We can import URL lib.request and web browser both. From the URL lib, we'll open the URL and send it to the web browser to open into a web browser. This is a question in your worksheet, hence I have written it over here. You are using URL lib as well as web browser in one particular file. Right? Last, just to show you what is importance of init.py, even web browser is a module. If this web browser module is present in some standard library, then that library would be having underscore init underscore.py, indicating that it is not a normal folder or a directory, but it is an importable package. We will be doing examples in our worksheet which will help us to understand this. In this second practical assignment which I'll be sending you, you can see 1 to 5 are something which we have already done in 11th standard. The only thing is that you have to convert it into function. Those who have not attended function will have to wait for a video which I'll teach you how to create a function. Okay. 6th, 7th and 8th are related to the modules or the libraries that I have taught. Create a Python code to open a website using web browser and URL lib. This you will find in the, I showed you, it is present in your PPT itself. Now create a module length conversion.py and store functions for the various length. You will create a .py, name it as length conversion, and you will put the methods mile to kilometer, kilometer to mile, feet to integers, inches and inches to feet. These are the 4 methods that you will be writing in that particular Python file known as length conversion.py. It is already given what are the conversions. You just need to make a method. I am sure you know how to make a method. Okay, you need to create one more module known as mass conversion.py, and you have to write this 4 functions in it. Those who have not learned function will have to wait for me to teach you what is a function. Okay, next you will create a package. Package means what? You will create a folder. In that folder you will keep length conversion.py and mass conversion.py into 2 more folders. Like say you will create one folder known as conversion. In that you will create a folder known as length and mass. In length you will put this py, in mass you will put this py. And now we want it to be an importable package. So conversion should have underscore init underscore dot py empty file. Length should also have underscore init underscore dot py empty file. Mass should also have underscore init dot underscore py empty file. Understood? If you have any issues, you can ask me on WhatsApp. Okay, that's all for today, kids. Thank you.